What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph! I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Yes indeed, we are coming back to the Warning. That's right, the Warning Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Rob Bond and Greg P. They both want to see me react to this song from The Warning called Sinister Smiles. This is apparently an acoustic performance. Okay, so this was posted by The Warning, and this video has 100,977 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. It's The Warning, obviously. It's the three girls. Sinister Smiles acoustic version. All right. Let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Hey, little girl, there's something you don't know. You have nothing left but this body you control. I'd walk away, but before I could start, Sinister Smiles shut me up, and they opened up their mouths to say, break, break, just break apart. Break, break, just break apart. Hey, little girl, do you feel satisfied? Have you quenched the hunger that was still dormant inside? Trust when I say I won't let you get hurt, but if I am to burn, then you will never get to walk away from all the horrors and the pain that moves us forward. You have just found out what it is like to live a life. Oh, hands tied up, held hostage by the whispers that destroy my hands. Your blood will let you in, but darling, you can't really take much more.
Pause real quick. Okay. All right. Let's talk about what we're hearing so far. We got a nice upbeat song. It's got a good tempo to it. I'm guessing. I'm guessing about. I'm going to guess somewhere between 106. Somewhere between 106 and 112. I'm guessing somewhere in there. Let me get out my trusty metronome here. Let's see. Okay. All right, I was close. I was real close. 110. Okay. So the BPM's 110. Really nice, good, solid beat for this type of a song. It's not complicated. It's a very simple song, chordally. Going back to what I was talking about earlier, songs in B. It's following a very similar format. B down to G up to D. Now, the thing that they're doing different is instead of, like most other bands, going down to A to resolve, they're shooting past A and going down to the F sharp, which is really cool. I dig that. I really dig that. It's a very, very smart thing to do, to kind of break up and stand apart from all these other bands that do the same B, G, D, A pattern, you know? So, smart move on their part. Let's keep going for right now.
Your blood will let you in,
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not. Okay. Before all the Warning fans get all defensive and protective of the girls, let me explain. I'm not laughing at them. I'm laughing at the coolness of something that just happened. All right. So the drummer's back there working with drum pads. Working with drum pads is not easy, man. It's not. It's from what I've talked to drummers, and they've said they've done both drum kits, full drum kits, and working with just a single drum pad. Drum pads can be tricky. They can be really tricky. Sometimes those pads are small and they miss and they hit the wrong pad at the wrong time. Not easy to do. Here she comes doing this epic fill on this drum pad. It sounded great though. That's why I'm laughing, is because she pulled it off so well. Not easy to do. It really isn't. Fantastic job on her part. Way to go, man. I just wasn't ready for that, man. I just was not ready for that. I wasn't ready to see anybody fill on a drum pad like that. I got some thoughts on this performance. I'm gonna save them to the end. I want to finish up here, and I'm gonna cover everything at the end here. So let's keep going for right now.
Darling, you can't really take much more. Break, just break apart. Break, just break apart. Break, just break apart. Break, just break apart.
3-part harmonies.
Just break apart. Just break apart. Just break apart. Just a couple hands. Held hostage by the whispers that destroy my hands. Your blood will let you in, but darling, you can't really take much more. Break, just break apart. Break, just break apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice job. Nice job. Overall, great job all across the board. Really nice job, girls. Well, there you go, folks. That was The Warning with an acoustic version of Sinister Smiles. This was a request from Rob Bond and Greg P. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that... I'm going to give that an 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good with that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
This was not a bad performance by any stretch of the imagination. This wasn't even a really good performance. This was a great performance, okay? Let's be honest here. This was a great job, okay? So, I don't want people going, well, you gave them a bad score. No, I did not. 8.4 is actually a great score. If you look down on my scoring chart, it literally is a great score, okay? So, don't be jumping on me saying this is a bad score. It's not a bad score at all. A lot of great things happened in this video. Let's talk about the songwriting, okay? The songwriting. Nothing complicated, but it's catchy. It is catchy. I'm not going to lie. I see the hook. The hook is definitely there. I could see the marketability of this song. I'd be curious to hear an electric version. I don't know if there is an electric version. I'm going to have to go looking for it now. I'll go looking for it. Don't worry. Don't ask me to react to it. Too late. I'm going to find it as soon as I'm done reacting to this. As soon as I'm done recording, I'm going to go see if I can find it. And if I can, I'm going to watch it and I'm going to enjoy it. But yeah, songwriting, it's simple but effective, very catchy, very hooky. I could absolutely see this song being used in other media forms, whether it be television, movies, commercials, whatever. I could totally see this being used. Let's start with the drummer, all right? Let's start with, okay, hold on, don't tell me. I know her name is Pauline, right? She goes by Pow, I think is what people call her, Pow, okay? I think that's what it says. If I'm wrong, correct me, let me know, okay? I think that's what she goes by. playing, like I said, playing on a drum pad, that is not easy, man. That is not easy at all. So kudos to her for doing that. And kudos to her for ripping off that fill that she ripped off. It was clean. On a drum pad, not easy. That's why I laughed. It was like, that's amazing. It was a really great job. And on top of it, she's a great singer too. She really is. Bass playing. Let's talk about my girl, Ale. Yes, indeed. She is really turning into a great bass player right before my eyes. She's super solid. Playing some great licks in there. She's keeping it down the roots. Don't get me wrong. She's staying with the drummer, sitting in the pocket, doing everything a bass player should do. But in between, like on her pedal notes, whenever she resolves to the next note, she'll always play a little bit of a melody line. It could be 2 or 3 notes. It could be 5 or 6 notes. But regardless, she always leads into the next pedal note, which is important, especially when you're playing in a 3-piece. And especially when you're playing in an acoustic setting like this, where the volume literally gets sucked out of the air by the surroundings. It's important that the bass player be able to step up and do things like that. So, kudos to her. Guitar player. Now that's, hold on, Daniela, and she goes by Danny, right? I think. I don't know. I think that's what she goes by. Right, again, in the comments, let me know if I'm right. Please let me know if I'm right. If I'm not right, correct me. So that way I learn. Just don't be mean about it, all right? Just, hey, you were close, you know, it's actually this. That's fine. Let's talk about her. Great guitar playing, great acoustic feels. I think, I'll be honest with you, I think this is the best I've heard her on guitar. I've heard her on electrics before, and don't get me wrong, she does a great job on electrics. But hearing her play an acoustic really gives me a new appreciation for her technique, especially in the right hand. Like I've always said, guitar playing, especially acoustic guitar playing, is all done in the right hand. Yes, the left hand is important. Don't get me wrong. The left hand is what selects the notes and selects the chords. But it's the right hand where you're going to get your dynamics, your intonation, your feel. That's where you're going to get all that from. And especially in acoustic playing, that's far more important. I promise you. I promise you. Okay? So, great right hand feels. Vocalizations between the three. I'm really starting to see a dynamic between the three of them when it comes to vocalizing and vocals. Ale can sing. Don't get me wrong. She can sing well. I get the impression that she really doesn't like to sing. I get the impression that she doesn't like to be up at the front as a front person. So, and look, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Not everybody is meant to be David Lee Roth. Not everybody is meant to be Bruce Dickinson. You know, not everybody's meant to be Rob Halford. Not everybody's meant to be a front person. That's okay. What she does well. She does sing harmonies well. And more importantly, she brings an energy with her stage presence and her antics. Now, this time we didn't get to see that. I think she might be a little camera shy. I could be wrong, but I get the impression that she's not too thrilled being in front of a camera. But she loves being on stage in front of a crowd. And I know that doesn't make a lot of sense to people. Like, a lot of people are thinking, how can you be camera shy, but, you know, go up in front of a stage and you know, be okay with being on stage in front of, you know, thousands of people? Believe it or not, I'm the same way. I'm not thrilled about being on cameras. I'm not. I hate photography sessions. I hate photo sessions. I can't stand them. Video shoots, I'm not a fan of either. I would much rather be in front of a crowd of 100,000 people than have 50 cameras stuck in my face. So I completely relate to her on that. Absolutely. So that's why I keep saying, I think she and I have a lot in common when it comes to our performance. And maybe not so much in playing, but I mean, well, a lot in playing too, but when it comes to our personas and our stage presence and our attitude about playing live and being on stage, she and I have a lot in common. I have all the respect in the world for her on that. The other two, let's talk about Powell. Powell's vocals are very clean. I know I've said this before. I could absolutely see her being a front woman. I could absolutely see her being a great vocalist. She has got a clean tone to her vocals. And I'm going to say something, and I know I know this is probably going to upset a lot of Warning fans. Warning fans, feeling you, okay? Between the three girls, personally, I think Powell's vocals out of the three are the cleanest. I think she's got the best tone. I think she has the best pitch control, okay? From a classically trained standpoint, I think her vocals are a lot cleaner and a lot more on pitch. Now, what does that mean for Danny? Nothing. It means nothing because Danny has a different approach. Danny is a front person, flat out. She has got the attitude. She has got the singing ability. She can sing just as good as Powell can. Just maybe not as clean, maybe not as on pitch, but you know what she does bring? She brings the energy, and she brings the enthusiasm, and she brings the projection and the power that Powell doesn't necessarily have. So, one better than the other. I know people hate making comparisons, but people always do, and people always will. So I'm making the comparison, and I'm going to say it. I think Powell is a better vocalist, but I think Danny is a better front person, okay? Not that Danny can't sing. She can clearly sing very well. But she brings a different type of energy. She brings a lot of energy. You know what else she brings? Attitude. She brings a lot of attitude to her vocals as well that we don't necessarily see from Powell. So, you know, that's where I stand on that. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to be upset. And, how dare you? And you know what? Everyone's entitled to their opinions, okay? I think Powell, from listening now, especially in an acoustic setting like this, I can really hear the vocals well. Powell's a cleaner singer, more accurate singer. Danny is definitely more of a front person, showman, energy, you know, and attitude type of person with her vocals. And they're both great. The other thing I love about Danny is her facial expressions, man. That's another reason she's a great front person. She knows how to engage, whether it's a crowd or a camera, she knows how to play to it. So whether it be a crowd of 10,000, or a camera or a bunch of cameras, she knows how to work it. She knows how to bring the show. Something that Powell does do, sort of. It's hard when you're back behind a drum set. It's hard, you know, I'm not gonna lie, but she does have her moments where she does, like when she stands up and stuff. Ale, not so much for cameras. Like I said, I get the feeling she doesn't like cameras very much, but she loves live crowds. I have seen her do so much in front of live crowds. I love her in a live situation in front of a crowd. She is so cool to watch. So every girl has their strengths. Every girl has their, I wouldn't even say weaknesses. I take that back. I wouldn't even say weaknesses. Every girl has their strengths. And the places where the girls aren't necessarily as strong, the other girls fill in. So each girl has their role. And I know people have said it to me, I'm really starting to see it now, where the girls each help pick each other up where they're not quite as strong as the others. So, not weakness, not at all. I really don't see, to be perfectly honest with you, this is like the third or fourth time I've seen the band. I'm looking for a weakness here, and I really can't find any, to be perfectly honest with you. The only weakness I can find, and it's not even their fault, is their age. There's just certain things that they can't do yet. That's going to change. And as a matter of fact, by the time they are able to do these things, because of age limitations, by the time they are able to do these things, they're going to be doing them 10 times better than people twice their age who have been doing it for years. They're going to come in fully experienced, fully ready for whatever gets thrown at them. I can't wait to see the journey. I'm really looking forward to it. So anyway, 8.4 I think is a great score for this thing. Like I said, did it blow my mind? No. It's an acoustic performance. You guys know how I feel about acoustic performances. I'm not the biggest fan of them, okay? So to even get an 8 out of me for an acoustic performance, that's saying something. That means you did something right. So 8.4, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you'd like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It will do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it will keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell, and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.